I propose to you that caffeine is the most addictive drug out there. Alright, I haven't tried meth or heroin yet. Those may be more addictive, I'm not sure. I don't plan on finding out anytime soon, but. And this is coming from a guy that has used cocaine, weed, ecstasy, LSD. I have smoked cigarettes for like a month just to see what would happen. And I kicked all of those very easily. But I have not been able to kick caffeine for the life of me. And I think that part of the reason that is because it's so widely accepted within our society that I never even really considered it an issue that I needed to quit. Like, caffeine is sold in every single gas station, supermarket, liquor store, and you can even just roll up to a Starbucks drive-thru to get your 150 milligram fix. Meanwhile, all these other drugs are obviously frowned upon, they're harder to access, and even if you do access them, it's generally not accepted, it's pretty illegal, you can go to jail, I guess. But imagine if cocaine was socially normal, and they took it, and they blended it in some fruity drink, and they called it the pink drink, and they sold it to you for 20 times the price it costs to make it. Everybody would be drinking that shit. And just look at the Starbucks line sometimes. These things get crazy long. It takes like half an hour to get your drink at times. These people are paying $7-8 for a drink that costs 20 cents to make. Does that sound like a sane, rational thought to you? Or does that sound like an addict that's trying to get their fix? I know what that's like. I've been there, not with Starbucks, but with like energy drinks, Monsters. I still have this can here from, I don't know, a couple days ago. When I wanted caffeine, and nothing else really mattered. And as a guy who's done coke, the feeling's not that much different when you're fiending for that shit either. And you even have some doctors talking about the health benefits of caffeine, like increased productivity, alertness, energy, and some studies even say that it may reduce the risk of cancer. But they never even talk about the potential negative side effects, and they do exist. What if I told you that doctors back in the day actually recommended cigarettes as being healthy for you and having all these benefits? And only once people started dropping dead left and right of cancer did they realize they couldn't lie about it anymore, and they started taking that shit back. Tobacco companies made so much money that they could just pay off doctors to say whatever they wanted about their product. This is not a conspiracy. This is proven fact. We're all human. A doctor, if someone offers them $100,000 to be like, oh yeah, our product is good and it has these benefits, the doctor's going to do it. The doctor's going to take the money and say it. We're all human. We all have our price. Now take that thought and then take all the products you've ever seen that says 9 out of 10 doctors recommend this product, and how does that make you feel? Was the 10th one just not paid enough? And I may be somewhat of a conspiracy theorist, but it feels eerily similar to how caffeine is spoken about today. You really only hear about the positive effects, but when someone has a massive anxiety attack, it's usually swept under the rug and blamed on something else. Look at the market cap of some of these companies. Starbucks, $136 billion. Coca-Cola, $243 billion. They have the money to bribe whoever the hell they want. So all that being said, that's why today, August 18th, 2021, I'm quitting caffeine after 20 plus years of addiction and abuse. And I felt this for a really long time, but I never really considered quitting. But I felt like I needed the caffeine to feel normal. I wasn't drinking it to feel energized anymore. I felt like I needed it to wake up in the morning. I felt like I needed it to interact with my coworkers without, getting stressed out. I felt like I needed it to go work out. I felt like I needed it before a social event to, socialize. I felt like I needed it. And I feel like when it gets to that point is when it's not a useful drug anymore. That's when it's an addiction. And I always just kind of like swept it off or brushed it off like, oh yeah, I just drink a lot of caffeine. That's just part of my personality. Like, at what point did that become my personality? Because as far back as I can remember, I've always drank caffeine. And that gives me another thought too, that do I really know who I am? Or do I only know this caffeinated version of myself? Because I feel like caffeine is a somewhat mind-altering drug, even if only slightly. So yeah, today is day one. Technically, I drank a little bit yesterday morning, and I went all yesterday after that without one. So it's like day 1.5. I guess it's been like 30 hours or so. And all of today, I felt pretty miserable. I had a headache.
I felt like sleeping almost the entire day. And around 9 p.m. tonight, I actually started feeling a little bit better. So I don't know why that is. I drink a Powerade. I don't think there's caffeine in that. I'll double check. Alright, cool. I just checked. There's no caffeine. Awesome. And yeah, I'll probably just post some updates every now and then on this if anybody's interested. I'll probably post 1 week and a 1 month and then go from there. I'm really hoping that I can get to a point where I can function in society without needing this drug, where I can wake up in the morning and go about my day normally, and maybe once in a while use caffeine in moderation, like once a month on special occasions, and not this every hour of every day needing it constantly flowing through my system thing that I got going on now. But yeah, that about wraps up everything I want to say in this video. I'm quitting caffeine. Um, Tomorrow I'm getting my blood tested to see the effects of ashwagandha, tonka ali, magnesium, zinc, fish oil, and see how that affects my hormone levels. I'm hoping I might get a little slight boost in testosterone. I've been taking all of those for about a month now, and that video will come out sometime next week. If you like the content, drop a like and subscribe. If you want to follow me on any other social media, I'm on TikTok and Instagram at _Mike Gonzalez. On TikTok, I just post memes, and Instagram I don't really use right now, but I'm going to soon. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.